Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Rotary Unplugged. I'm Craig Clark, one of the hosts of the podcast, along with our producer, J.R. Muller, who's hiding behind this logo here. We welcome you to this chat where we just get to spend a few minutes with Rotarians, learn a little bit more about them. We cross paths at luncheons and see each other at events, but maybe we don't know much more about that. So we try to use this time to get to know a Rotarian. And now this is my very first opportunity to host. And as I looked over the list, I realized I've got an A-lister here. I've got a big hitter to interview for my very first. And that's none other than our 2025 Service Above Self Award winner, Mr. Alan Abraham. Welcome, Alan.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
Now, you are not in Michigan, I understand. Tell us where you're at these days.
Right now, we're in Naples, Florida. We have a home here that we come down to usually in November for a few weeks and then come back in January for till end of April, early May. But I'll be back in time for the big event on May 13th.
Well, we hope so. We hope you can make it back in time for that. So I was asking you a little bit before we got started here. Where you're at, you've missed out on some of the bad weather, but have you experienced any of that with your time down there with some of the bad weather that coast has got in the last few years?
Our house is about 10 miles inland from the Gulf, so we don't experience any damage. Maybe a little bit of wind. One year we had a couple shingles on our roof break, but other than that, nothing much.
And it's my understanding in reading my notes here that all Rotarians are welcome to stay there when you're not there. Can you tell us where the key is in the gate code?
Everybody is welcome to come. and I'll give you another story, but there's another former Grand Rapids Rotarian that lives in the same community as I do, and I'm sure she would be happy to welcome people.
Well, maybe in the notes of this podcast, you can leave all the gate codes and stuff like that for us.
So. All righty.
I'm assuming you attend Rotary every week while you're down there, correct?
Well, that's a unusual story, but I'll tell it to you now. D.D. Fuller, a former Grand Rapids resident and Rotarian, started a club here. It's called the North Naples Sunset. And we meet on Monday evenings at, I think, 5 o'clock for social hour. And then we have 6 o'clock a meeting speaker. It's a smaller group. We've got about 20 to 30 people that come. We usually meet in a restaurant. And I was one of the charter members when Dee started it several years ago. I learned, however, that you can only be a member of one club. You cannot be a member of more than one Rotary club because you're assigned a number.
Oh, yes.
So I chose to stay a member of the Grand Rapids Rotary Club, but I do attend the Naples North Sunset Club when I'm down here, and I enjoy it. We have a couple fundraiser events, a couple projects that we work on. So I enjoy it.
Very fun. Good for you. And as we all start to visit your house in the winter, we'll attend the same club. So
yeah.
What do you do outside of Rotary? What do you do for fun down there when you're snowbirding?
I have a trainer that I work with a couple days a week. I stretch with a trainer 45 minutes to an hour a week. I try to golf, swim a little bit, and do whatever my wife asks me to do around the house.
When you say try to golf, that means you don't have enough time to golf, or you're just maybe not ready for the PGA quite yet.
I'm not ready for the PGA yet. I don't even know if I'm ready for the Rotary golf outings yet.
Yeah, that's a little bit more of a social thing, I think. So I think you do just fine there. Let's talk about your Rotary story a little bit. What led you to join? Maybe tell us if you can recall some of the, what year did you join, or around what time did you join Rotary?
I joined in 1986. I'm I believe it was an all male club back then. There were no women
Was it?
allowed.
Okay.
Um, and then I think I primarily joined uh, to meet people, to associate with people, to do some service work, to get involved with the community. That was primary reason.
Had somebody in your family or somebody kind of recruit you, or how did you hear about Rotary to begin with?
David Custer, he was the president at the time, and
Okay.
our kids went to school together, so I knew him, and he kind of encouraged me. My uncle was a member of the Lions Club.
Hmm.
My cousin was a member of the Econ Club, and we were all in business together. So we kind of just opened it up a little and spread our wings.
Sure. Now, I just joined less than a year ago, and I've just been really enjoying the opportunities, all the volunteer commitments or opportunities, the committees. Has it always been like that? Was there that level of volunteerism and opportunity when you first joined?
I think the volunteerism and it's increased a lot since in the last 10 years, probably.
Really?
It
Yeah.
wasn't as involved when I first started.
Hmm. Have you held any formal roles? I don't know all the.
No, I have not been on the board or an officer.
Hmm.
I've done volunteer work with Indian Trails Camp. Of course, one of my favorite projects is the Senior Neighbors Holiday Luncheon,
Yeah,
um,
that was a
Ronald
lot of fun.
McDonald House,
Yeah.
Kids Food
Yeah.
Basket.
All of those, right? I mean, we had a luncheon last, we're recording here in January of 25, but summer sometime in 24 was my first time going to Indian Trails, and we had a luncheon there with Rotary. I had always heard of the camp and been by it, going 50 miles an hour, but I've never been there. So for me, Rotary has just exposed me to some organizations that I otherwise probably would never get involved with. So those are the ones that stand out to you. Have
Yeah, years ago, maybe 10 years ago, um, Rotarians were asked to bring candy for Halloween um, for the camp, and that's how I really got started. Because, as most people know, I sold candy for a living, and so I've always enjoyed doing things for kids. So that's how I got involved. And even though I don't own the company anymore, I still get candy from the company, and I deliver it to the camp for Halloween.
Oh, that's great. That's fun. Where I was trying to think, where did Rotary meet when I first started the U Club, well, the former U University Club? Where was Rotary meeting? Can you recall some locations?
When I first joined, we were meeting in the for the most part, in the Pantland Ballroom of the Amway Grand Plaza Hotel.
Yeah.
It was a little more formal. We had a elevated raised head table with a dais,
Okay.
and the speakers and a couple of the uh, committee members or Rotarian officers sat at the head table,
Mhm.
and we sat below.
Panlin Ballroom. That's like the
Yeah,
classic king of ballrooms in Grand
yeah, it
Rapids.
was a little more formal environment back then.
Yeah. Yeah. Formality has kind of changed a little bit with dress codes and whatnot over the years, but
Yeah,
if people's heart is in the right place, maybe I
that's
think in
true.
some instances prohibited people from getting involved because of some of the do I fit in? So I think that perhaps could be a good thing. So let's talk a little bit about you have strong Grand Rapids roots. Were you born in Grand Rapids?
I was.
Hmm.
Yeah, St. Mary's Hospital.
Okay. I used to work at St. Mary's Hospital. Now, a lot of the viewers are probably like, which one is St. Mary's? And that's now Trinity Health, but
Yeah.
all the hospitals have different names back in the day. So you grew up
I,
in
I
Grand
always
Rapids?
said, I always said if I had it to do over again, I'd get in the sign business because banks and hospitals are always changing their names.
Yeah, the wayfinding, you're right. All the logos, definitely a lot of work. Um, your family business was also born and raised in Grand Rapids, correct? Can you tell us more about that? And maybe for those that don't know, S. Abraham and Sons, you had kind of alluded to food service, wholesale distribution. Tell us a little bit more about that company.
My grandfather actually started a small business in Wichita, Kansas.
Hmm,
Well, not Wichita, but a little ways away, a town called Towanda, Kansas. And when he migrated from Lebanon to the United States, they settled in Wichita
hmm,
because he had a brother there. And then my grandmother had an aunt living here in Grand Rapids. Some of the older Rotarians may remember a restaurant called Haddam's Restaurant on Division and Wealthy, where the um, Catholic headquarters is today.
sure, yeah.
And she wanted to move closer to her family, so they ended up coming to Grand Rapids. And then 1927, my grandfather started S. Abraham and Sons
Wow.
on Division. They lived in the apartment above the store. It was a retail store primarily, and sold candy and general goods. And then my father joined the business. Went through the ninth or 10th grade and joined his dad in the business, and eventually the other brothers joined.
So your dad would be one of the sons in the S. Abraham and Sons name. Is that correct?
Yes,
Okay. Is the
and
family
I would
still
be
involved?
yes, and I would be the grandson.
Yeah. Is the family still involved with the company? I don't know all the background there.
Not no, not really. I do have a sister that still works there.
Hmm. Now, was that like your only job? Did you work there as a kid and work your way up, or did you explore other?
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly. I started sweeping floors and stocking candy on the shelves.
you definitely are the candy man, aren't you?
I am.
And you said 1927, so you're what, 2 years shy of 100 years?
Uh, yeah, when I
27.
left the company in 1990, I sold my cousin and I sold the business,
Hmm.
and in 2018, and we had
Oh,
just
okay.
celebrated 90 years.
Wow. One of the legacy companies in town for sure. Well, I think, you might consider yourself a candy man and peddler of that, but obviously we have to talk about the big award, Service Above Self. Well deserved. Did you see that coming?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah. Well, what do you think about that? As one who has won an award or two, it's always a little awkward, but sometimes you do have to pat yourself on the back, and I know we think
It's
it's well deserved.
definitely an honor and a privilege,
Yeah. So you'll be
especially
back
based
from
on the
Florida in
people that
time.
have received the award prior to me. I'm very humbled.
Yeah. Yeah, well deserved. You've done a lot for our community, and we're greatly appreciative of that. So, hey, as we wind down here a little bit, tell us a little bit some fun things about you, some of your hobbies or talents, or maybe even a memorable moment or two. Anything that might help us understand a little bit more about you.
Well, first of all, Joanne Abraham is not my spouse or my sister.
Okay. Clear the air.
She is a cousin.
Sure, and a wonderful
Um,
person too.
I have my wife and I have 11 grandchildren,
Wow.
and we this last June we took them all on a Disney cruise.
Oh
There
wow.
was 20 of us, and it was probably the best experience we had of all of us being together. It was
Oh, that's great.
a joyful time for everybody.
Wow, that's a big entourage. What are the age ranges of the grandchildren?
Uh, 23 to 4.
Oh, okay. So you experienced all parts of the ship, probably from childcare to the. I don't know if they have nightclubs on Disney cruises, but probably.
They have evening entertainment,
Yeah,
very family focused.
fun. That's very fun. Now, do they all come down to visit you in Florida? Take turns visiting at all?
They will. They've all got their week scheduled.
And of course, all of us will have to get our weeks booked in there too really soon. So
You're
we'll.
always welcome, Craig.
Well, Alan, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate this. I think maybe you and I sat together at a luncheon here this summer, and obviously I've known of you and your company and your family, and appreciate all you've done. And I think I speak on behalf of all Rotarians, and we say well-deserved honor for service above self. So thanks again for sharing
Appreciate
your
it.
time with us today. And I guess I'll turn it over to our executive producer extraordinaire, JR.
All right. Hey, thank you both for your time today. Awesome discussion there. So, as always, this podcast will be added to our page on the grrotary.org website. You can find it right here at grrotary.org/unplugged, along with other episodes. So, definitely check it out. Again, thank you both for your time. Have an awesome day.